What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and grateful to be back making another video for you guys in October. And this right here, yes, don't go anywhere. This is a Frankenstein of a build. Question is though, does it run? And the answer is yes. But before we get started, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, subscribe, don't be a hater, just do it. It all helps the channel. If you like firearms but may not like this video, do it anyways. It can't hurt, right? Anyways, this right here is a Glock 43 upper on a 43 lower. This is a 43X and 48 lower. This is the original single stack slim 43. And yes, this runs flawlessly because the Glock 43X, once again, another genius design by Glock. Very simple, but they thought about us. You can make a Glock 43X, a Glock 48. You can make a Glock 43, a Glock 48/43, whatever you want to call that. And you can also, so you can make 3 handguns with these 2 lowers, right? Just the uppers is what you're going to be changing out. And they run flawlessly. And that goes across the board with a bunch of Glocks. For instance, I have a Glock 26L, which before they made the one-piece slide that, you know, covered up the guide rod and stuff, you can put a 19 upper on a 26 lower and it runs flawlessly. The only problem was this. You would have the gap where your guide rod and spring assembly is that would get dirty and would get gunked up and so on. So companies started making slides that are full one-piece 19 length slides. Therefore, you're getting a 19 barrel. You're getting the velocity, accuracy, and speed of a longer barrel, but at the same time, you're getting the same frame, and in this case, a very slim, easy to conceal, light frame, right? And so yes, this is a Frankenstein of a build. This is just throwing some weird stuff together, and it tends to work. Also, with many Glocks, you can change the caliber. This right here is a Glock 23, right? We have a 23 barrel in there, all OEM internals. I can convert this to a Glock 19. I can also convert it to a Glock 32, which is in 357 SIG. So out of having a 40, I can now make 3 calibers out of one firearm simply with a barrel and a ejector change, right? So you just got to change out simple parts. Ejectors are super cheap. You can literally find them anywhere. You can just Google them. You can find them on eBay. You can find them all sorts of places. There are some companies that I don't trust anymore for Glock parts, but just make sure you're going to a reputable source. And when you hear me say eBay, you're going to be like, oh, eBay, that's not reputable. Actually, there are many actual companies that have eBay stores. Therefore, if you go to these higher stores with good ratings that have sold 100,000 items, 50,000 items, 10,000 items, you now know they're reliable. Otherwise, they would no longer be up on eBay. Trust me, that's how eBay works. But that's just another example of its versatility, right? Here, we have a Glock 26. Although we have a 19 length barrel with a compensator and a 15 round mag using the SLR Rifleworks baseplate, you now have a Glock 19 size firearm with extremely low recoil. I mean, this comp right here cuts in half the recoil. And this is a backup tactical compensator. Absolutely love this thing. And then you also have the capacity of a Glock 19, but a smaller setup overall when it comes to actual grip length / magazine length. It's amazing. This Glock 26 right here can take a 33 round mag and at the same time throw a 10 round flush mag in, and every magazine that I'm talking about is made by Glock. It's absolutely amazing. And a lot of people hate on Glock and they talk down on them and they say, oh, they don't change, they don't do anything. Guys, Glock is responsible for almost majority of these firearms you are seeing today. If you open up the internals of half your firearms, it's going to look like a Glock. It just is what it is. Some of the newest Micro 9s, you open them up, they look like Glocks. It's unbelievable, but there's a reason for that. And it's because Glock has built a reputation over time by gaining trust from the people who carry their firearms. And there's a reason for it. Here's the thing. People always say Glocks suck. Glocks aren't good anymore. They can't compete. They don't make enough stuff that's competitive with all these new releases. But here's the thing. If Glock was unreliable, if Glock had all these issues and stuff, people just wouldn't carry them. It just is what it is. You would hear about it. And yes, there are Glocks that go boom, you know, from overloaded rounds or the 40 barrels not being fully chambered or fully supported. But all firearms have lemons. All firearms have issues. And a lot of the ammo since the pandemic has just been junk. It's been overloaded. It's been crappy. Its quality has just gone downhill and just is what it is. But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, a good old-fashioned Glock is going to run. It's going to go bang. You don't even have to maintain it that well. That's what's amazing about it. You can literally do whatever you want to your Glocks, make crazy combinations, customize them however you want, and the reason for it isn't necessarily just to have a nice looking Glock, but at the same time, a lot of people want to change the functionality of their firearm, but yet have it still fit like a different firearm, right? In this case right here, I was just making something fun for the range. But at the same time, if you were going to carry something like this, you could have this long barrel, compensator and all that, but you could still have a very concealable firearm, just like this little build right here. This Glock 43 is so easy to conceal, so light and so small, but the number one complaint of small barrel firearms are the velocity and the ability for your hollow points to expand once they hit the target. Therefore, you can make something that is more fitting to what you feel comfortable with. And at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, is what you feel comfortable carrying, what suits your lifestyle, and what suits your needs. So yes, this right here is a true Frankenstein of the Glock world, and my review on the Glock 48, and my Glocktober special Glock builds video coming soon. Thanks for watching.